What's going on, guys? This is Parker with Backyard Barn Finds, and my buddy Bradley hit me up. He told me that he had a Camaro he wanted me to come check out. We're gonna go over this car front to back, and we'll find out how you can tell whether you have a big block Camaro at home. The first thing that we notice is that it's not in the best of shape, but we can see here that this heater box is actually a big block heater box. Now, if it was a small block car, the hoses would come out here on the side. All of the firewalls were stamped with these two holes in it right here. But if it was a small block car, the hoses would come out here. The reason that they actually are moved here for the big block is so the valve covers have clearance. Now, this car also does have dual fuel lines on it, which are right here. They haven't actually been replaced. They're just bent up a little bit. And what that does tell me is that this car is not a 396, 375 horsepower car. This car would just be a 325 horsepower 396, or it would be a 350 horsepower 396. We also can tell, I'm just gonna hop up here, but we can learn that it was a Muncie 4-speed because of the hole located here in the firewall with the speedometer cable that still runs through it. Now, if it was a Saginaw transmission or a 3-speed car, it would have a hole down in here for the for the speedometer cable. But this one, for the Muncie, goes over here on the passenger side. Now, to be a big block super sport car, of course, they all had disc brakes. This one still has the original rotors on the front end, and it also has the disc brake master cylinder. Now, the big blocks on 69 Camaros were actually offset to the passenger side about 1 inch. So the cross member would be different for the transmission, which this one doesn't have one. And the motor mounts would actually be different for this car, which they don't have either. But we'll get to those in a future video. Now, Bradley, where did you get this car at?
A buddy of mine had it in a cornfield, and he gave me a call. He knew it was my dream car, and that I was looking for it. And I went and checked it out, and I just had to have it.
Awesome. And how much did you pay for this car? It's awesome, dude. No, it's really awesome. If we take, I can kind of see it through the floor, but if you can take a look down here, this car has the proportion valve on it underneath the front seat here. Again, it looks like the state of Texas. This tells us that originally was a 12 bolt and a disc brake car. So we'll go around back and see if the 12 bolt's still there. We take a peek underneath there, we can see that there's only one bolt at the bottom, so the brakes or the actual rear end of this car has been changed. It does have the multi-leaf springs, which would have been correct for a SS 396 car. Did they take that out of there? Was that in there when you got it, or?
Actually, when I bought this car, it did not have a rear under it.
Okay.
I actually bought that 10 bolt from a buddy of mine who also has a 69 Camaro.
Okay.
He sold it to me, and I bought some traction bars and hung it under there and got it rolling again.
No, I see that. I see the ladder bars underneath there. What we can tell, though, is if we come to this side, if you look right in through here, we've tried to show this on a couple other videos, but you can see it pretty clearly on this car. This is the rear frame rail of the car, and there's actually a plate that's welded to the frame rail that shows us that this car had dual exhaust from the factory, which, you know, would confirm that it is a big block 4-speed car with the dual exhaust. This car has been, I can't tell what color paint it was. It was either black or they sprayed it a different color at one time. We can take a look. Yeah, that just looks like, I mean, the fenders, they could have been replaced. I can't, normally if we take a look up in through here, I can't tell exactly what color it had in it right now. I think it may have been black, but I could be wrong. What we can tell, though, is it was a console 4-speed car, and what I mean by that is it has the brackets. It has the brackets right here for the console, so it would have had a beautiful console in it. This car did have a tack in the dash over here. It was robbed out of it. Has the deluxe interior with the clock. And it also has the deluxe interior with the wood grain on the side over here. And the last thing that tells me it was a deluxe interior car, stay there for a second. is this door handle right here is actually a deluxe door handle. It doesn't have just the regular 69 pull bar for the door handle. So this was a pretty high option car back in the day. You know, big block 350, 325, 396, 4-speed console car. What we're gonna do is take a look at the quarter panels on this car and see if they were replaced, and we'll show you why here in just a moment. Use a screwdriver to get her open, and we'll see if the quarter panels have been replaced in this car. Okay, they seem like they're original to this car. They don't feel like they've been replaced or anything. There's no seam, there's no lip or anything. They could have put a full quarter on, so I'm not 100% sure, but it does look, yeah, I mean, the quarter does look fine. The reason I'm checking is because if it was a X22 car, which would have been a 396 big block car, it would have had the gills on the side, and this has the holes in it here. If it was a X66 car, then it wouldn't have the gills on the side of the appearance package, and it does have the chrome molding, which they've painted over up top here. So it was a 396, 350 horse, 325, X22, big block 4-speed 69 Camaro. And Bradley, what are you asking for this car? Do you have an idea of what you might want out of this car?
I'm actually accepting offers.
Okay, so he's opening to offers on this car. Do you have a title for it?
Not at the moment, but that one can be easily obtained.
Okay, and the reason he says that is he has the VIN numbers here. All the numbers are on this car. If you're interested in it, you can get a hold of us at info@backyardbarnfinds.com. If you feel like you've gotten value from this video so far, give us a thumbs up. And you have a YouTube channel as well, is that correct?
Correct. My YouTube is King Brad Racing. I have lots of content coming, car shows, racing, and project updates.
Cool, so give them a follow at King Brad Racing. If you guys like this kind of content, please give us a like or subscribe to the channel. Again, my name is Parker with Backyard Barn Finds, and have a great day.